Hello. It's been a long time, hasn't it? A long time since I did a pause for thought anyway. I did one the other day, but I think I came over so serious I even put myself off listening to it, so I thought I'd have another go today. But the reasons for my not doing a pause for thought, I suppose, is because I've let the busyness of life take over. Oh yeah, I've been busy in the church and busy doing things. But you know what? Even I can get too busy. I'm sure Jenny would say, "Oh, he's at last realised." But yeah, no, it does tend to take things over. Some things, and I think we're all like that, especially now as we're beginning to come out what they call come out of the lockdown, as they say. We are beginning to get back to some form of normality. Although I don't think I'm not so sure that we'll ever get back to the full, what we would call full normal, because I think we've got to learn to live with this COVID business for quite a while yet. Just as we live with the flu. So, but we mustn't let the busyness of life get too much for us, do we? In actual fact, now, as we're coming out and getting back to some form of normality, we're finding so many different jobs that need to be done that haven't been done. I've left Jenny pulling up the weeds and tidying up the garden, because that's got in quite a bit of a state actually over the last few months. We've had a beautiful garden, but all sorts of things need doing now to prepare it and get it ready for the winter. And so that is again another job which has got put back because there's always been something else to do. And I got to thinking, yes, I've been doing a lot of things for the church, but there are things that even I find I've been pushing out. And I think to some extent, Jesus has also been pushed to one side. Oh yeah, I do believe he's always there with us. I do believe he's still looking after us and watching with us and walking with us. But if we don't recognise that, if we are too busy to give him any time at all, then something is, for me, at any rate, is seriously wrong. I'm sure some of you are saying, "Oh, right, Richard, don't keep on about this." But, you know, for me, having Jesus by my side is so important. It's important for all of us, really, if you did know it. You know, it's he's there and waiting to be called on. But the busyness of life, for me, even for me, means that I've pushed him, or kept him to one side, kept him on the peripheral, as I say. Jenny and I have got a prayer list, which we do try to look upon every day. We too do remember those people that need our prayers in our prayers every day. But there are times, like yesterday, I had to be up very early, and I was helping with the school assembly in Tunbridge Wells, which started at 8:15 in the morning. So it meant that I had to be there really, really early. And so, guess what got put to one side? And guess what didn't get done yesterday? Our prayer list. I think we both realised and remembered the people there in our own way, but we didn't do it together. Let's put it that way. Jenny and I didn't do prayers together. And the same thing today. What happened? Well, because we were up so early, or at least I was up so early yesterday morning. We went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. I think that's a real first for us to do that. But we went to bed early and we got up fairly late this morning. And would you believe, what did we have at 11 o'clock? Jenny had an appointment this morning at 11 o'clock at the dentist, and my appointment was at 11:10. And so guess what got left to one side? And yeah, we did, at least I did manage to pause for the 2 minutes at 11 o'clock, because today, of course, is Armistice Day. And so we did manage. I don't know whether Jenny did, because she was already in the dentist chair by 11 o'clock. But we did, what I did at least, as I sat in the dentist waiting room, remember the people that gave so much of their lives all those years ago, and still continue to do so today. But again, what got left behind, what did not get done, was our prayer list. And so yeah, hopefully Jenny and I will try and remember a little bit later on today to do those, to remember those people on that prayer list, because there's an awful lot of friends that keep having to be added onto our list who are in need of prayer for one reason or another. So yeah, there we go. It's not good. It's not good to push or leave God to one side. And as I said, I know personally that Jesus walks with me, talks with me. As I think I've said this so many times, but even I can forget him sometimes. Not forget him, but I say, oh, I'll have to do that later on, Jesus. And that's not good enough. We need to have a bit of discipline about ourselves, don't we? So all I want to say to you is, when you get really busy, and find that you haven't got time for this and time for that, do try and make a little bit of discipline, and spend a bit of time talking to God, talking to Jesus, speaking to him, and listening to him too, because he does talk to us. There's so many things and so many ways that he can talk to us. He talks to me, as I said, like this here. He said, come on, I'll give you something to talk about. Come and sit down on this log today. So yeah, I do hope that you all find your own sort of log somewhere to be able to sit down and think and talk to God. Talk to him through Jesus Christ, because he's going to be your friend. He wants to be your friend, and he lives in you and he lives in me. All we have to do, as I think I've said so many times again, is say, hey, I want to talk to you. Help me to know and believe that you're there, listening to me and wanting to talk to me. Anyway, I hope that's a fairly more light-hearted one today, because it is good. It's good to talk. God bless.